Hey everyone, it's Masterpiece, and today I got another vintage collection review. Today it's going to be the Phase 2 clone troopers that we see in the show Andor. I bought 3 just for army building, and probably going to make some customs out of these. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm excited to open these guys up and see the articulation in these. These look like actual people inside of the suits instead of the previous clone bodies that we were getting from Hasbro. So like the ARC troopers and the regular, like say for example like the Phase 1 4-pack that we got, they have really skinny limbs. They're pretty tall, but these look a lot better in my opinion. So the card back image is really nice. Comes with the 2 blasters and the helmet, removable helmet. We'll check the likeness in a bit, but it looks pretty good to me so far. So this is VC 269. I ordered Admiral Piet Hunter and the Cassian Andor. Also the Star Killer. I should be getting those pretty soon. So I'll have a review up for each of those coming up in the next upcoming days. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here's the action figure. Phase 2 clone trooper. Feels really good. But he has rocker ankles. There's a knee articulation. There's a swivel at the thigh. And this is in the new updated hips. So he could do the splits. Sit down, anything you want. The torso has some good articulation. He can do crunches, arm, elbow, wrist. Oh, there we go. There's the articulation with the other wrist. Head. Really good range of motion with the head. Here's the helmet. There was some complaints on the helmet being like the visor being a little too narrow up at the top there, and I could definitely see that. I think I'm just going to grab a little thin brush and some black paint and kind of color that in a bit, because it does look kind of strange, except this one isn't too bad in my opinion. Fits all over his head very easily. The helmet does look a little big, but it's not too bad. Now for the blasters, we have this one. Good detailing on that. No paint apps, just the typical dark gray plastic that they use to make the molds of these blasters. And then here's the smaller one. So that other one was the long range DC-15. This is the smaller one, more compact. In the show, they're actually using this one. I don't think I saw any clone troopers in the Andor flashback that were using the long range variant, but it's nice that they give you the option to use both. They included both in this one when they really could have just included one. This figure feels great. It looks really good. I'm gonna compare him with not only stormtroopers, but the other clone troopers, like the Phase 1s and the ARC troopers, all that kind of stuff. I just love how this looks. It looks like an actual human being inside that armor, but yeah, let's check it out. I'm gonna bring out a 501st Trooper. So this is from the standalone release. I forgot what VC number this one is. Let's see, that is VC 240. Just a regular 501st Clone Trooper with the DC-15 as well. He seems to be standing a little bit taller than the Andor one, but you know, this one has really skinny limbs. It's more of an animated type rendition of what a clone trooper would look like in the vintage collection, which is fine. I like both, but it's nice that we have something like this. And also, the armor isn't completely white. It's not white. It's not like this one. You can kind of tell it's kind of like a cream color. So with the visor, you could tell on the VC240 right away that the visor is a lot more thicker at the top there, as opposed to the helmet on the Andor Clone Trooper release. So I think that's just an easy fix. It's nothing crazy, but yeah, all of them are gonna look like that, and a lot of people weren't really too happy about that, but I don't mind too much. Posing with this guy will be a lot easier than VC240, just because, you know, he is on the updated body. Trying to get this mode to do that pose it's possible. It's just really hard to do, and you gotta kind of like twist his thigh in a weird way to get it to even bend that way, and it still even looks unnatural, so you gotta kind of fiddle with it. This was a lot easier to put in that pose. Just kind of snapped into that pose right away, and it looks natural, whereas this doesn't. So I mean, there's pros and cons to it, right? But it's not that big of a con, in my opinion. And the other problem I had with this one is that since it wasn't, it didn't have rocker ankles, you kind of tell the shins there look kind of weird. It's almost like as if the shins were, how should I say it, like switched, and that makes it really hard to pose him, and even to stand him sometimes. So here's a 3/32. Basically the same body as the 501st, except different colored paint apps for the helmet. Now I have ARC Trooper Havoc, and the ARC Troopers are known for being, their body mold is a little bit shorter than these other animated style releases. But even then, I think he's still taller than the new release. It's just that this guy doesn't want to stand up. There we go. He's gonna fall down eventually. But yeah, they're kind of about the same, but I'd say that Havoc is maybe a tiny bit taller. I don't know, it looks like he's a little bit taller. It might just be because of his rangefinder and all the stuff that he has on, so he also looks wider too. But there's a size comparison. I'd say he's the shortest of all of them, and in a sec I'm gonna pose him next to a stormtrooper, just kind of gauge where exactly his height is at. So since he's from the Andor series, I thought it'd be appropriate to pose him with Cassian Andor himself and Vel Sartha. I have Vel's blaster somewhere around here, but I just wanted to bring him out just for size comparison. So I'm gonna take his helmet off really quick. Without the helmet, he's a little bit shorter than Cassian, but taller than Vel. And so he's like right in between the both of them. Since I had the artillery stormtrooper in the background there, I just decided to stand him up straight. And even then, the artillery stormtrooper is taller than the clone trooper. And not too much difference if you even, put his helmet on. These are some pretty short clones. Now I have him next to Din Djarin. There's the first pose. Second pose. And third pose. I gotta tell you, posing with these guys was very easy. Usually when you get a new figure and it's right out of the box, some of these joints are kind of stiff and all that kind of stuff. This was ready to go. And you might think that's probably a bad thing because over time those joints are supposed to loosen up, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels tough while at the same time being nice and loose for you to stand. Like I had no problem getting them to stand, and that's one thing that I don't dislike it, but I have a problem with when it comes to standing up new figures, especially with the rocker ankles. You got to get the rocker ankles nice and loose. I didn't have that problem with these three. I definitely recommend this action figure. A lot of people are starting to buy multiples of these and doing customs with them. So people are doing like 501st. I've seen some 332nd clone trooper customs. They're out there. So I would imagine that these are going to go fast. I mean, they're clone troopers. Everybody loves clone troopers. They're great for army building and also good for, making customs. Making any type of Legion customs that you want. I would not sleep on this action figure because I wouldn't be surprised if they sell out right away. So get yours as soon as possible. As soon as I found out that they were on Hasbro Pulse website, I immediately got my hands on 3 of them because I knew this was going to just sell out pretty quick. I haven't checked the website recently, but yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they sell out soon. So get yours quick. That's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.